this is Roman. Welcome to another episode of the 10,000 Trades Show, where we are mastering trading and creating excellence through the deliberate practice and analysis of 10,000 trades. Today we'll take a look at a range breakout trading strategy. When the market has been trading in a range, we have to be patient and wait for price to break out of the range. Not only that, we have to wait for price to hold above or below, depending on which direction the breakout occurs, and we need to wait for it to hold. Then we can enter our trade to continue in the direction of the breakout. So let's go on to the charts and we'll take a look at how this strategy works and how can we trade it effectively.
We're looking at a range breakout trading strategy. This is the pound US dollar daily chart. As we can see here, after the Brexit, price traded within this range for the longest time. We had price go up and test this support and resistance level, come down, form a bottom here, and then moved back up, and it stayed within this price range all the way from June to October. The first time we actually saw a daily candle close outside the range was this one right here. Once the price closes outside the range, this is what we need to wait for. We need to make sure the price actually closes outside the range. As you can see here, price came very close to the bottom of the range, then pushed back up. Here as well, price came to the bottom here and then pushed back up. It never actually closed below this range. So we never saw a red candle close below this support and resistance line here. So this here was the first time we saw a bearish candle, a red candle that closed below the line. So once we see a candle close below our range here, we can take this trade short. At this point, we are taking a short trade because it's closed in the bearish manner here with a red candle. We would enter the trade at the bottom of this red candle, and we would place our stop loss a little bit above the red candle here, just to allow our trade some room to breathe, because it could go and test the bottom of this candle once again, and that could be problematic if our stop is too close to this support and resistance line just right here. So we would enter the trade at the bottom of this red candle here, stop loss above the candle, give it some room to breathe, and then we stay in this trade as long as we are getting these red candles. Once we start getting these green candles and price starts going sideways, it's time to exit the trade. So at this point, we don't know where the price is going to go. It could continue lower, it could break the support level. However, now price is range bound again. Once you start seeing that the price is not moving lower anymore, it's time to get out, and we exit the trade right here once we get a big green candle. So from entry to exit here, we had 540 pips, which would be $5,400 if we are trading one standard lot. So just to reiterate, we establish our range. We need to see that the price is trading within a range, and once the price closes below the range and stays below the range, in this case we don't need to wait for too many candlesticks to close with below the range, because this is a daily chart. So once we see a close below the range, we can take the trade. So we would put our stop above this candle, the candle that broke out of the range. We would give it some room for the trade to breathe, so stop loss goes up here, and we enter the trade once the candle closes. You could wait for pullback, which I generally like to do. However, just entering the trade at the bottom is just fine. You just lose out on few pips, but no big deal. So we stay in this trade as long as we have a bearish bias. That means we don't start seeing big green candles. So once we do see that, once we start seeing more green candles here, a nice engulfing green candle, it's time to exit the trade. So from entry to exit, 540 pips. Our profit is 540 pips or $5,400 if we are trading one standard lot.
Thanks for joining me today. If you would like to learn how to trade using price action, I've created a special checklist for you. Click on the link below to download this free resource. And if you like this video, please feel free to share it with your friends, and make sure you subscribe so you can get other videos that I create as well. That's it for today. I'll see you next time with another new episode.